Here we come, heading down towards the start finishing line. With my head down, elbows in, feet in, everything tucked in. Trying to get every last bit of speed out of the little 600 as we head off down Bray Hill. Tight to the hedge on the right, flick through the crossroads. We want everything lined up right so I can hold it absolutely flat out through the bottom of Bray Hill. See the bike squirming there as the suspension fully compresses at the bottom of Bray Hill. Now out from the sunshine back into some shade. And as we wind down all the way back down to first gear for the tight right-hander, and you'll see here it's a sunny day, but under those trees there's a lot of shade, which makes it quite difficult to hit your reference points. Have to be very accurate in where you are on the course. Now we head up the here into Gorse Lee, another very, very committed corner. As we drive up absolutely flat from the middle of the corner onwards in fifth gear there as we drive down to Ballacrane traffic lights. So from the last section where we just go, 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 now it's lots of woe as we drop right back to second gear in a slow corner. Middle of the corner back to about 65 mile an hour. And then back up into the trees again and back into that shade. Now we're tucked in and we're racing our way down to Kirkmichael. Weight over the front here as you drop down so the bike doesn't wheelie. Back into third gear. Very bumpy entrance to Kirkmichael town. And you hear the vibration of the bike here on the revs as we go over these bumps. And you can see the tacho flicking there as the bike is bouncing off the bumps at such a high speed through Kirkmichael. It almost gives you double vision in the helmet. You're vibrating and bouncing around that much as you go. It's interesting here at high speed, you see that my the brake pressure, it's actually showing a slight bit of brake. Now that's actually, I'm not braking there, but I think that's just the ultra high speed in the very fast sections is actually the wind pressure is pulling that front brake lever in slightly. Wouldn't be enough to be applying any brake to the bike, but just enough to set off the sensor on the switch. Now winding our way here up onto the mountain mile. So we want to come through the little kink onto the mountain mile. Dodge the bank there on both sides, the right on the way in, the left on the way out. Now tucked in, up to top gear, and another chance to take a big breath, have a look down at the dash of the bike, check that everything's okay, check the water temperature isn't too high, make sure everything's right before we get into the next technical section. Okay, now we've come off the mountain and we're heading downhill. Now you see the difference in the way the bike picks up revs much, much quicker because you're going downhill, you've got gravity working with you. Everything happens a little bit faster once you start coming off the mountain than it does going up. So quite tricky actually as you come down to thread the bike through these corners down into Windy Corner. Got an enormous amount of momentum going with you with downhill, carrying a lot of speed, well over 100 miles an hour as you tip through Windy Corner, knee on the ground. Then get everything tucked in, elbows in, and fire your way off down the mountain as we're heading down, winding off down towards Keppelgate here. Back up to 180 plus miles an hour on the 600, so once again up to the bike's near maximum speed. Up to third, tight to the bank. And now we've got the view of the Craignabar Hotel as we head off down the hill. Massive crowd, bright sunshine, a couple of Australian flags are on the left as we wide down towards the pub. Back down to second gear, on the throttle as early as I possibly can to get maximum drive heading off down towards Brandish. My pit board there on the left, and that pit board just showed me P2 plus nothing, minus nothing. So right then I knew that I had everything to race for, absolutely nothing in this race, one of the closest finishes in TT history, and here I was trying to make up every single hundredth of a second in the last couple of miles that I could. Now you just hear my bike hesitate then, that was the bike actually starving for fuel as I come down across the finish line to finish the Supersport TT race. Okay, so there you go, that's a lap of the TT course from my perspective, because that's what I'm seeing when I'm out there racing the TT. And you can see from the images just shown in that last lap how technical and demanding the course is. As a rider, bright sunshine, shade, damp patches, bumps, jumps, and how much it actually takes out of the bike itself. It's extremely punishing both on rider and machine, and that's why it's the ultimate test to pit your skills against.